All right, so I got one of these tubes at Ace Hardware. It was like $4 or something, nice and thick, so it comes out faster. I got a skinny one first. It takes forever, so I learned. Definitely helps when what you're trying to siphon out is higher than the other one. I'm not a scientist. I'm not sure why, but it is. And then the main thing is that once you try and suck it out, you have to, you can use your tongue first to like cover it, and once you do that, it creates like a vacuum or whatever. And then I use pliers to hold it, so that way when I take my mouth off, there's still a vacuum. And then once you do it, the magic happens, and it all starts coming out. A couple of times, I tried to take the cream out, and that worked. But I noticed that like when the suction starts taking the cream out, even if you come pretty high, it still gets milk. I guess because the milk is thinner, it just like is easily moved. So now I am doing the milk. I'm taking the milk out and leaving the cream in here, which I used to do by just putting a hole in the bottom. I got that from another YouTube video. You just make a hole in the bottom, and then the milk starts pouring out. You capture it, and then you stop when the cream's at the bottom, and then you tilt it, and then you have the cream. But I kind of would like to keep the gallon intact, so I do this now. So get it in there at the bottom where the milk is at. And that's that. It's coming out. And then you can follow the cream. The cream line goes down, so the milk is just coming out. But the cream is going to stay in there. And then I'm going to just do this until the cream, is pretty much at the very bottom. I don't mind having a little bit of it. I basically try to create something like a 1% version of milk, if you will. Believe it or not, this is fast. I've tried other times and like it's really slow. Or even if you do the whole like a knife on the bottom and then put it over the top of like a huge container to capture the milk, it comes out so slow and you're just holding it. This isn't bad. So now I got to pay attention and follow the cream line and wait till the cream line is pretty much at the bottom. Forgot to mention to turn the lights on. That helps, but I can still just see it. Get nice and close so I can see it here. All right. And that's that. Got the milk out and the cream is at the bottom. It's definitely an illusion, like, because when it's up here, it's way thicker, but that's because gallons are built, it's like a lot thinner at the top. But down here, it doesn't look as much, but it is. It's because this is the wider base part of the milk gallon. So that's, that's like 20 ounces of cream in there. So a lot less calories drinking this now. And I'll like I said, I'll pour a tiny little bit in here. Pretty much 2 ounces of cream. There we go. And yeah, when you get raw milk, it's actually not all heavy cream. It's like the very top layer is really thick and heavy cream. The middle is kind of like half and half, and then the bottom is like even less than half and half, but still creamier. So you just put a tiny little bit in there and good to go. That's how you get the separate the cream from your milk.